just wanted to say that from the last time you guys saw me, there's been a lot of changes. So I did make a video about trading the 30-minute and the 5-minute strategy of liquidity, supply and demand by Mango and by RD Concepts, but I've changed a bit from how it was last time. So basically I've changed the strategy, so I'm not doing liquidity, supply and demand anymore, and there's a few reasons to it. So I did get funded with Alpha and I did get a payout, but the thing is that I wasn't able to, there was a problem between me and Alpha, and I don't really want to go too into it, but I just want to say that I basically can't trade with them anymore. And my main reason for even trading them in the first place is because of the fact that they had Trade Locker, and Trade Locker was a very big factor because, you know, I'd be traveling, I'll be going uni, I'll be coming back, and I'm not able to trade properly because liquidity, supply and demand, there are different types of entries. As you guys seen in the video, there are times where I enter on flips, like 5-minute flips or 15-minute flips or whatever it is, and I can't really enter on those flips, even though those flips have been very good, very profitable. And I'm not able to enter on time if I'm just using a MetaTrader because I need to calculate the lot sizes for my risk and also enter in that time, which is practically impossible, which basically means that my strategy, in terms of data, if I'm actually recording how much RR I'm getting monthly or whatever, it will be varying a lot if I'm using MT5. That's how I use Trade Locker because I don't have to calculate the risk, it's built in. So because of that, I was like, I can't do this anymore. And one thing I've been seeing on the side as well, I'm not gonna lie, is breakout trading. I've been seeing a lot of people trading breakout trading. I've seen few other people I've seen are Brandon and Connor and them lot just been trading breakouts, and I've been seeing how good it is. And that's to do with futures as well. So that's why I've made a mad change from going from Forex to futures, and I just see that it's just not possible for me to carry on while having uni. If I didn't have anything and if I just stayed at home, then I would be able to trade it because I can get magic keys and I'll be able to make it work with an MT5, but I can't do that. And Trade Lock and other platforms are very expensive. They're just adding an extra $20, $30 just for me to have a Trade Lock. While Alpha didn't have any of that, and I was able to get a 10k account for $40, which is quite good, very good. So I was like, okay, cool. So since I can't trade with Alpha, since I can't go with other prop firms because they're charging way too much for Trade Lock, I was like, let me just move to futures. And so that's what I did. I moved to futures and I trade breakouts, and I'll be making a video. I'll go more in depth with the video about my strategy breakouts, and for now I'll just show you what I basically do. I'll just go into TradingView and I'll just show you. So with futures, I'm either with Top Step or Lucid or Apex. Right now, currently speaking, I'm saying Lucid is the best because of the fact that they have 50% off for the first 2 accounts, and then after that it's 40% off for an additional 45 more accounts, and then 30% off from there on, and that's the best for value. It basically has the same rules as Top Step. If you go to Lucid Flex, it has the same rules as Top Step. I'll be showing all of this as well, and I'll be telling you why I'm with Lucid now and not with Top Step. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, now you can see my screen. Basically, I'm not using TradingView to trade, so because I'm using Lucid, right, my platform that I'm using is TradeSeer, but I'm going to show you a basic concept of what I'm trading. So there's 2 main pairs I look at, NQ and YM, basically known as NAS and US30. So mainly in NAS is what I look at. What I basically do, if I clear everything out here, I go and I basically, every day, New York session in the UK starts around 2:30 p.m. So this is what I do. Go to New York session times. As you can see, around 2:30. For example, this day looked like it was a very choppy day. Let me show you an YM, because I did take this trade on Friday. Okay, perfect. So this is New York session. So New York session open. This is CPI. Don't mind that. It was on a Friday. This is where New York session opened right there. So it does look choppy. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the best of days where you would want to trade. Normally, I don't trade Fridays on funded accounts, but basically, I'm trading evaluations on Fridays. That's okay. But on funded, I wouldn't really want to risk it. All right. So basically what I drew is my support and resistance. So I'm just looking for areas where price reacts. Looks like this is a good area for support. I don't normally go this far back, but I just see where there's a lot of resistance and support. Right here, support right here, resistance right here. So price opened. I don't normally tend to enter as soon as price opens. So that's why I waited and waited. While I was looking at this, I was also looking at NQ as well. So I didn't enter as soon as this broke. You don't really want to enter too quick when it comes to these New York session, because volume can tend to, there could be a lot of manipulation, there could be a lot of fake outs. I want to avoid fake outs, right? So I waited, price came, went up. I thought I missed a buy, right? So I was like, okay. Then I was on NQ. It was quite quick as well. And to be fair, it did move quite a bit. Like from here to here, it was quite a lot. If you think about it, it's like 30 points. But like I said, I don't enter as soon as it breaks. Unless I have my support somewhere here, then I'll be looking for that to break and then go. But in this case, I wasn't doing that. So I waited, and then I see this wick up. Being a wick right here is very important because it shows that price is trying to go up, but I've rejected it and it's coming back and trying to sell off. Based on that, and based on this, I enter right here, boom, enter right here. With US 30, I normally have a 40-point stop loss. It's pretty much fixed, but sometimes it's even smaller based on how price is moving. I think in this case, I had a 30-point stop loss because of the fact that the range, like, it didn't give that much. So me having a 40-point seemed like it was too big in this case. So I entered right here. In this case, I normally go for just 1 to 2s. In evaluation, sometimes I go for 1 to 3s, but I would never really do that on a funded. Always fix on a funded. So I go for 1 to 3. While this trade is playing out, I was looking at where price could, potentially reject. And I see these areas right here. I'm gonna mark out in the 1 minute. I normally enter on the 5 minute. So in the 1 minute, I look at this. Well, there's a big wick there. Price could. And then there's a big wick here. Price could as well. In this case, price came down and it went up. And so I was like, okay, cool. It's retesting this support now that it turned from a support to resistance, and it's trying to go down. So cool. As soon as it breaks here, put my stops at break even, just ride it. And when it hit 1 to 2, I was kind of trailing slowly, and 1 to 3 hit, and I was out. That's it. This is not like a in-depth like strategy video, but I just wanted to show you that this is what I trade now. I wait every single day for 2:30 UK time. That's when New York session opens. NQ or YM, have both of them on my charts. And yeah, I'm going to show you what platform I trade now. So Lucid is what I'm talking about now. Lucid, and if you go to Lucid Flex, because Lucid Pro is a bit different, I'm not sure how the rules really are there. But Lucid Flex is exactly like how Top Step is, and you can see it. 50k flex, you up at $98, right? So this is what I get, but you can use a code. So I use TradeSeer. In my opinion, it's basically like Top Step. It's literally like Top Step. And then I'm gonna have to blur out my information, but I go in here, and right now I use a code. So I'll be following Brandon a lot. Brandon trades, and I'm using his code. So it's using code lock-in. And then if you apply the coupon, boom, $84. This is perfect. That's what you want. Now if we convert it to mine, which is Great British Pounds, it's probably gonna be around £60, £64, which is pretty good for a 50k account. Normally I pay around like £80 now or £85 for Top Step 50k. So this is pretty good. And yeah, that's what I do. And then for the platform I use, it's called TradeSeer. It's basically like Top Step. This is the trade I did. It's basically like Top Step. It's exactly like Top Step. I can't really enter anything as the markets are closed today, but it's exactly like Top Step. So lots of basically contracts. So yeah, that's what I do. The valuation right now, I'm just around 250. I'm trying to get back in the wave. But normally with the valuations, I risk on 500. I try to pass them within a day or two, but because I look for 1 to 2s, sometimes 1 to 3s based on the volume. So in this case, I normally look for 1 to 2s. It takes me 2 days to 3 days to pass an account. But yeah, that's about it with Lucid. And yeah, that's pretty much my update. I have been trading futures for like 4 months now. Since January, I think I started with breakouts. I have been looking through my data and seeing the markets haven't been the best right now. Let's be honest, with Trump and all the war going on, the markets are not the same as it used to be. But I'm still trying, I'm still trading. I have been funded like 150k like a few times now, I think twice. I've been funded and I've lost it. First time I got 100k, 150k funded, I lost it due to my own mistakes, due to me kind of revenge trading, and it's difficult, but I can't really do anything about it. And the second time I lost 150k funded, which is recently, it's just based on the markets. I'm not really doing anything wrong, following my plan, taking the good trades, but the markets were just not giving it. But I'm not gonna blame the market. The market can do what it wants to do. I'm just gonna carry on trading and hopefully recover the funded and hopefully get payouts. I haven't really got a payout yet. I'm trying. I've been working on it. And yeah, I just wanted to come in, just come straight forward and just say that I've changed and there's been a lot of changes. And yeah, in the future, I'm definitely thinking of documenting every trade I take. I might even record every time I get to New York session, take trades and just upload it just to document, just for you guys to see how I'm trading. But yeah, there's many more confluences to breakout trading than what I've just explained. But yeah, that's about it. And yeah, thank you for watching.